Today I'm going to give a brief overview of one of the widely hailed flagship programs of the Narendra Modi government, that is the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Let's begin with the backdrop against which this scheme was implemented by the Government of India. The skill development has become a key priority area for India because of the following reasons. Only a very small proportion of India's workforce has formal skill training of any kind. Several sectors of the country's economy are mired with low productivity due to poor quality of workforce. Most of the new job opportunities are expected to be skill based, and it would help to fulfill the youth aspirations for good quality, better paid jobs, and self employment opportunities. Also, this would enable the country to take advantage of its favorable demographic profile. And it is because of these reasons that the government thought of implementing a scheme in which Indian youth population can be provided skills training to take up new challenges of the newly driven jobs in the technological environment. The Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana or PMKVY is the flagship skill development scheme of the Ministry for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India. It was launched on 15th July 2015 on the occasion of the World Youth Skills Day by the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. It aims to provide skilling to 1 crore Indian youth by 2020 and to secure wage employment to at least 70% of the trained population. And the objectives of implementing this scheme: in order to enable and mobilize a large number of youth to take up industry designed quality skill training, become employable and earn their livelihood. Second, increase productivity of the existing workforce and align skill training with the actual needs of the country. Third, in order to encourage standardization of the certification process and put in place the foundation for creating a registry of skills. Next one, to provide monetary awards for skill certification to boost employability and productivity of youth by incentivizing them for skill trainings. To reward candidates undergoing skill training by authorized institutions at an average monetary reward of Rs 8,000 per candidate. It aims to benefit 10 million youth over the period of 4 years, that's from 2016 to 2020. So who are all the eligible beneficiaries of the scheme? This scheme is applicable to any candidate of Indian nationality who is an unemployed youth or a school college dropout. And the beneficiary should have a verifiable identity proof, that's either an Aadhaar card, voter ID, and a bank account. And the fund allocation for the scheme: an allocation of Rs 12,000 crores has been made for the period 2016-2020. The fund allocation to states will be based on the state population, the age group of 15 to 35 years, the Human Development Index of the state, unemployment percentage of the state, and the state-wise skill gaps identified through NSDC skill gap studies. How it is going to be implemented, or the strategy and approach of the scheme. The scheme is implemented by the National Skill Development Corporation, NSDC. It is implemented through public-private partnerships and government agencies. There will be training providers and assessment agencies who are responsible for providing training and making assessment respectively. The training providers are expected to provide training as per the standards of National Skills Qualification Framework (NSQF). Biometric devices for capturing students and trainers' attendance shall be mandatory at the PMKVY centers. The payouts are made through bank transfer to the beneficiaries and training providers' accounts. The key components of PMKVY: there are 6 components through which the scheme is implemented. The first one is short-term training. It provides skill training of 150 to 300 hours duration to Indian youth in different sectors, that is in soft skills, entrepreneurship, financial and digital literacy. Placement assistance are also provided and the entire fees are paid by the government. Second one is recognition of prior learning. Individuals with prior learning experience or skills shall be assessed and certified in order to align the competencies of the unregulated workforce to the NSQF. Third one is special projects. PMKVY is flexible in the sense that it facilitates training in special job roles not defined under the available qualification packs or national occupational standards. The fourth one is Kaushal and Rozgar Melas. PMKVY ensures that the target beneficiaries are selected through a defined mobilization process. For this, TPs shall conduct Kaushal and Rozgar Melas every 6 months with press media coverage. The placement. PMKVY training centers to provide placement opportunities to candidates trained and certified under the scheme. Training partners should also provide support to entrepreneurship development. Monitoring. To ensure quality of PMKVY training centers, NSDC shall use various methodologies such as self-audit reporting, call validations, surprise visits, and monitoring through the Skills Development Management System. Then we are going to discuss the key features of PMKVY. The training will be done against national occupational standards formulated by sector skills councils. Monetary rewards are directly transferred to the trainees' Aadhaar-linked bank accounts. Training modules are finalized based on the assessment of skill demand and the skill gap studies by National Skill Development Corporation in consultation with the sector skill councils, states, union territories and the central ministries. Target for skill training would be aligned to the demand from the central government flagship programs. Skill training specially focus on school dropouts and youth in regions affected by left-wing extremists and from northeastern states and Jammu and Kashmir. Trainees with prior experience of skills and competencies will be assessed under RPL and there is scope for skill upgradation and reskilling of the existing workforce. The monetary award for various job roles vary between sectors and also within a sector. NSDC collaborates with training partners only after thorough deliberations and interrogations. Awareness building and mobilization activities would be carried out with the involvement of local, state and district governments as well as non-governmental and community-based organizations. Ensure that the scheme is spread across the 543 constituencies across India. Training centers will be closely monitored by the Skill Development Management System maintained by sector skill councils to ensure quality and standards. A mentorship program is there to provide career guidance and counseling to trainees and help them in finding placement. The effectiveness of PMKVY is evaluated by feedback from trainees. Also, a grievance redressal mechanism is there in PMKVY. The reform measures for PMKVY for the period 2016 to 2020. There is a clear focus shift from training partners to training centers. Skill sector councils develop stringent infrastructure guidelines and inspection criteria for training centers. SSCs have published model content curriculum for trainings to ensure standardized quality of textbooks. Trainers have to mandatorily undergo the Train the Trainer program of the concerned sector skill councils. Attendance through Aadhaar enabled biometric attendance system is mandatory under this Yojana. A new mobile app for evidence-based assessments is also developed. Then we will have an understanding about sector skill councils. The National Policy on Skill Development and Entrepreneurship 2015 laid out Skill India Mission and envisaged the creation of sector skill councils by NSDC. 39 priority sectors have been identified based on the skill gap analysis. The sector skill councils have been mandated with the following functions. Number 1, identification of skill development needs. 2, development of a sector skill development plan and maintaining skill inventory. 3, determining skills, competency standards and qualifications and getting them notified as per NSQF. 4, standardization of affiliation, accreditation, examination and certification process in accordance with NSQF. 5, participation in the setting up of affiliation, accreditation, examination and certification norms for their respective sectors. 6, plan and facilitate the execution of training of trainers along with NSTC and states. 7, paying particular attention to the skilling needs of scheduled tribes, scheduled castes, differently abled and minority groups. 8, ensuring that the persons trained and skilled in accordance with the norms laid down are assured of employment at decent wages. Performance of PMKVY. In this section, we are going to critically analyze the achievements of this Yojana. PMKVY has been implemented across all the 29 states and 6 union territories of the country and covered 596 districts and 543 constituencies. 566 job roles have been identified in 29 sectors. The states which reflect maximum enrollment under PMKVY are Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal and Andhra Pradesh. The sectors which show maximum enrollments are logistics, agriculture, electronics, beauty and wellness, retail and automotive. The scheme has achieved a landmark milestone of 3,16,671 placements as on February 2018. Under the STT program, over 13 lakh candidates have been trained. Of these, over 9 lakhs have been certified till February 2018. Placements have been facilitated for 5.98 lakh candidates who were certified by the end of November 2017. As of October 2018, there are 8,466 training centers operated by 2,250 training partners associated with PMKVY. 33,19,784 candidates have been enrolled in the system, of which 32,08,899 candidates have successfully completed training. Certification is provided for 2,53,554 candidates, out of which placements have been facilitated for 9,68,601 candidates. Placements under PMKVY are categorized into wage and self-employment. Approximately 76% of the candidates have been placed in wage employment and 24% placed in self-employment or entrepreneurship. 80% of the candidates are placed in wage employment across various sectors, that is, electronics and hardware, apparels, beauty and wellness, agriculture, retail, logistics, leather, telecom, security, textiles and handlooms. Trained people are placed in leading organizations across the country, namely Tata Motors, Paytm, Honda Motorcycle and Scooter, Accenture, PVR Cinemas, Bata India, G4S Secure Solutions, Lemon Tree Hotels, L&T, Tata Sky, Samsung, Volkswagen, SBI Life, etc. The Ministry of Skill Development has conducted 410 Kaushal Vikas Shivers across the country to educate and encourage the youth to avail the scheme. Now we are concluding our discussion. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana is a unique initiative of the Government of India that aims to offer 1 crore Indian youth meaningful, industry-relevant and skill-based training. Under this scheme, the trainees will be offered a financial reward and a government certification on successful completion of training and assessment, which will help them in securing a job for a better future. PMKVY was thus envisaged as a key measure to impart skill-based training to young men and women, making them capable of earning and supporting the nation's anti-poverty endeavors. The scheme becomes all the more important in the Indian society, which is the world's largest youth population that requires employable skills. Thank you.